over here, over here.
Have a great game, boss.
It's all happening in Dallas, Texas, here at American Airlines Center. The Magic taking on the Mavericks. For Orlando, hard work paying off with the best record in the NBA, and they're determined to hold that top spot. Mavs, Magic, up next. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now the starting group for Orlando. We've got Cunningham. Jackson is out there with Tatum. And it's Rainman. And it's Lively in its center. And for Dallas, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Kelly Oubre out there with Bol. And it's Sosa in at the 5, down low. And Greg, with back-to-back games part of the schedule, how do teams feel getting into the latter part of that combo, like tonight?
Well, these games can be especially taxing mentally and physically. At this point, it's a war of attrition, and really, who can survive the night?
Tip-off goes to Orlando. To the inside, Cunningham. Second chance shot. He gets it in there.
And great effort by Cunningham. Those are found points there.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. Over Cunningham. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
Now the Mavericks with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Rainman. No good that time.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start. And MP's got his hands full tonight. His main assignment has been hot of late.
MP will have a lot of work tonight on defense, and let's see how he responds to that challenge. Cunningham against Irving. Doncic outside. Dallas, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Rainman passes to Tatum. Shoots over Oubre. Here's Rainman, covered by Irving. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here is Irving. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Bol setting the pick for Doncic. He's looking for Bol and finds him. And the layup's good off the glass.
Really good screen that time. Then Bol with the quick roll.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Rainman. Bol kicks to Irving from outside the arc. A shot off that time.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Basket counts. 6 points for Rainman.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end. Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Fade away. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. That's now 8 points for Rainman.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Orlando. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And right now for the Magic, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Now here's Irving, still without a basket. Here's the three. Buries it from three-point range.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find this shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
A step-back shot here. Rainman with the bucket. Rainman's got 10.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Down low, here's Sosa. And Tatum pulls it down. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. 2 points. That one goes.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Doncic. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Rainman with the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Irving. Cunningham with some nice D.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Doncic after the Magic pick up 2. Bol with it. His last outing with 20 points. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Rainman, guarded by Doncic. Rainman with the bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Mavericks call time here. Hudson's checked in for Jackson.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Tatum. And he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And not only is he hitting from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters. Sosa the pass to Bull. Over Tatum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Bull. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Wade, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Here's Irving, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Now Irving. 17 points in his last outing. Bull, a screen on Cunningham. Irving from long range. Rebound by the Magic. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Wade kicks to Irving. To end the cold streak. Rebound by the Magic. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Rainman passes to Hudson. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Dallas has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. To the paint. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Only 2 of 8 to start this game. Let's see if that bucket gets him going.
Here the step back, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Rainman passes to Cunningham. Here's Rainman. Again, the Magic score.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And so it's Dallas with it. Irving passes to Gafford. Takes the 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 8 points.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Inside, here's Tatum. The second chance effort. The putback, and Tatum stays with it.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 26% early. Watts passes to Gafford. Passes to Watts. Shot clock at 5. Puts the move on. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Outside Tatum. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Rainman. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. 24 points for Rainman.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Gafford a screen on Cunningham. Gafford passes to Irving, and that one, good. He's got 10.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Rainman, covered by Irving. Here's Hudson, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
On its way from Irving for 2. The putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And so it's Orlando, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
We've got Wade. Reed out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Meyer in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Wade after the made shot from Rainman. Here's Doncic. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Rainman. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And it's Reed pulling it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Doncic. From deep. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Reed misses.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
To the middle. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 8 points.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
There's the pass to Meyer. Doncic with it. He's covered by Hudson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
And the Mavs consult Luka before any major move now. Rare for a player so young to have that much say.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much I agree with that, but given Luka's stardom and in the day and age we're in, he is Dallas going forward. And to some degree, I think perhaps he has earned the right to have a say in who he's going to team up with.
Here's Rainman. He's got 26. Can't cash in from the high post. Wade against Trent. Fires it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Shoots a fader, and the shot goes down. And that's now 28 points for Rainman.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Dallas calls timeout. He's checked in for the Magic. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Cade Cunningham.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Pass to Doncic. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Watts passes to Wade. Passes it to Doncic. Pass to Watts. Just 5 on the clock. For the screen on Hudson. Watts misses the 3. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Magic. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Rainman passes to Hudson. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Here's Hudson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Rainman, guarded by Doncic. Good on the shot.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
The pass to Watts. Plenty of space. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, defense wins championships, but offense is winning over the league, with efficiency reaching new heights year by year. Now, different explanations exist, but one thing is clear. In an era of floor spacing, there are elite players, a lot of them, who are having a field day exploiting all that room to operate. Kevin?
Boy, they sure are, David. Well put. Thank you.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The Magic again can't hit.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
No good on the 3.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc. Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Rainman. And the dunk by Bol.
With Bol's wingspan, you will not find a higher percentage play.
Here's Rainman, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Rainman. That's tipped. Here's Jackson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. Sosa the pass to Doncic. Takes it from 10, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Shot, high post, and it's Orlando with another.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Oubre's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Passes it to Trent. To the left wing. The fadeaway. And it's Rainman missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over.
The Mavericks shooting in the second quarter around 42%. Irving finds Wade. Hits it from three-point range. Wade's got 6.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Here's Rainman, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oubre sets the screen for Irving. He dishes it to Oubre. Wade has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Irving's shot is good.
Give Irving some room to get it off that little floating jump shot of his, and you'll regret it for sure.
And Clark, here we are watching Kyrie Irving when he's on. It is amazing to watch.
Remarkably smooth as an athlete, Kevin, and otherworldly when you look at his skills as a basketball player, particularly ball handling and shot making. Talking pure basketball, he's one of the most entertaining players of the last 30 years for sure.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Now, here's Bull. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Tatum. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Tatum hanging around the basket, got the board and bucket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 12. For 3, Oubre. Rebound by the Magic. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From the wing, and it's Orlando with another.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Cunningham against Irving. Pass to Sosa. For 3, Oubre. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Tatum. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that combination of length and instincts, that's what makes Cunningham so competitive at the defensive end.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Fans, let's hear it for your arena entertainment.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. And Shaq, you fared pretty well in the standings throughout your career.
That's right, Ernie. I never finished the season with a losing record, ever.
That's because we had some great teammates.
Don't even start with me, Kenny.
And looking at the first half we just watched, wow, what a performance for the Orlando Magic.
You know, there's pushing the pace, and then you see what they're doing. They're going all out in transition, beating the defense up the court before it could even set up.
A well-worn tactic that's certainly treating them very well. Boy, do they have some athletes. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Rainman.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Isaiah Jackson. Cade Cunningham out there with Rainman. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Lively in at the 5 spot. Here's Doncic following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Doncic dishes to Irving. The pass to Bull. Doncic right side. And that one is good. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against the 76ers was a revelation. He finished with 66 points, and his passing was incredible with all of those assists. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Doncic. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
Here's Rainman. Again, the Magic score.
Boy, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Doncic outside. Oubre passes to Bull. Lets it go from 11. Orlando grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 9 now. One effort here tonight. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates, a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Doncic dishes to Irving. There's the screen. Here's Doncic. Pass to Sosa. Another shot. He lays it in.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Here's Rainman. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist on the night. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Doncic. Here's Sosa. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Fade, and got it! Another basket.
And here we go again. Another spectacular night for him.
You love the challenge he's taken on, don't you? Trying to reach the 5th most 50-point games in a single season. I mean, just incredible. Moves back up. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Rainman. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Count that one. Bulls got 6.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And he converts the layup. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter. The Magic have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the 3rd quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Dallas making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Rainman with the bucket.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Irving against Cunningham. Doncic outside. Pass to Reed. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Number 1, the Magic.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Bamba wide open, and he fires. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, long range from Bamba, really? Come on now. He's a new age center. A lot of these guys at 7 feet tall can shoot the 3, and he's one of them.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. The teardrop falls in. Doncic has got 12 in the game.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Doncic comes with the double team. Rainman and Orlando again with the bucket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now, here's Oubre. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Puts up a 3. Kept alive.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Again, the Magic score.
How about the amazing crossover there, demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
Doncic finds Oubre. Irving for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 15.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
In terms of finishing ability, it's hard to think of someone who tops Kyrie Irving.
Greg, the list is short, particularly when you talk about guys of his size, okay? His bag of tricks is limitless when you talk about finishing in close quarters against bigger guys. There are few that are in his class in that regard.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Nice open look, but it's no good. Here's Bamba, finished off the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Doncic passes to Irving. Oubre, no one around him. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Bamba a screen on Doncic. Down low, Irving with the steal. Fires from the wing. Doncic, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Fires from 14, and Bamba pulls it down.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
That one goes. Count it. 64 points for Rainman. 1:33 left to play in the third. Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Doncic outside. dishes it to Oubre. Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. Here's Sosa, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He has 6.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Rainman. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And here is Doncic. 12 points for him. Outside Irving. Here's Sosa. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Orlando's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Doncic comes with the double team. Bamba right through the D for the layup. Bamba's got 9 points in the quarter.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Doncic dishes to Irving. Oubre for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Ring shot on the way. And it's Rainman missing. And on the way from Irving for 3. No good that time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already.
Let's keep it
Magic out in front, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guards.
He's checked in for Dallas. Lynch, he's checked in for the Magic. Rainman comes in for Gary Trent. Orlando dictating the flow. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip. Luka Doncic out there with Wade. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Reed in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Wade. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. On offense, here are the Magic. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Here's Rainman. Kicks it out to Gibson. And the pass to Rainman. Another bucket. Wow.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Now, here's Doncic. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Rainman. Good, that's another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Doncic kicks to Oubre. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Doncic comes with the double team. And here's Marshall from the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Wade outside. The 3 for Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Oubre with the steal. Doncic with it. Now defended by Rainman. Doncic against Hudson. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half. Here's Rainman. Passes it to Lynch. Lets it go with a three. Nailed from three-point land.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
The Magic shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Here's Rainman, and again it's Orlando converting.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Lays it up off the glass. Doncic has got 22.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Fires from the line, and that one drops.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Wade outside, pass to Marshall. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And Orlando making a change here. Ogden's checked in. The Magic shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. High post shot, and good, he hits it again.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And 78 points tying Wilt Chamberlain's big night back in '61. Up next, Kobe Bryant's 81 from 2006.
And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Here's Rainman. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Dallas. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Oubre. Back to Doncic. Now the pass to Sosa. On the wing, Irving. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Oh, yeah. Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now.
And so here's Orlando. Pulls up on the wing. Connects again.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Shot clock at 6. Takes it from 10, and he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time.
And good! There's another.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Here's Rainman. Off target from the wing. Doncic with it. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Good game, good game.